Welcome back, everyone. In the last episode, you saw my team and I fly into the heart of the Congo Basin, navigate hot, twisted jungles, avoid spiders, swarms of bees,
my lord.
all to catch a glimpse of this endangered primate, the bonobo. In this following episode, I'm going to walk you through jungle camp, what it's like actually living in an environment like this, as well as a day in the life of filming bonobos as a wildlife filmmaker.
9 kilometers away from camp, and the heavens have decided to open.
Welcome back to Explore the Road.
And that's it. Back to reality.
Oh. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning and driver ants have decided to raid through camp. I wonder how long my tent is gonna last. Even the spider's trying to get away. Oh, there's so many. There's no way I'm getting out of this tent now. And these ants literally swarm like this and eat everything in their path. Fortunately, there's currently a tent between me and all of that.
Jesus.
Off they go with their haul. Look at those guard ants.
And if you thought the jungle looked hard to navigate before, it ain't nothing compared to what the jungle's like after it's rained.
You want me to go through?
I'm trying to think which way we can go right.
Go after him all the time, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know what to look.
Yeah.
I suppose go on the left. Oh, look, no, actually.
and the filming didn't get any easier, but the team and I continued to trek and trek and trek, and the jungle rewarded us with some pretty epic encounters. Unfortunately, the sweat bees continued to join us on our adventure, and well, the jungle beard went from strength to strength.
Well, I've just realised that I've been here for almost 6 weeks and I haven't given you guys a tour of the camp yet, so here we go. This is where so this is the main east trail out of camp down to the east side of the forest. This is just a general overview of the camp. So that's the main east trail heading out to the east side of the forest where the bonobos hang out. Here's a new roof that's currently being constructed. This is where a water filter system, so you put water in the top, filters through, or river water in the top, filters through down to there where we take it, and we take water from there before we go out into the forest. And this is some of the fruit. We store it just here to ripen before we take it over to the dining area. But this is all left here. And then come out. Matto with his new haircut, looking sharp. And so this is, you've got the sleeping quarters of all the bonobo workers and all the local guys through here. Kitchen area here, where the buyer cooks up a feast all the time. And then you have washing up clean stuff, making new roofs. And this is where the lads all hang out and chill. And then this is Deck's tent. He's currently in there sleeping at the moment. I share the other side of that tent with Deck. So they kind of put us into pairs. We've got 2 tents under one structure. And so this is my side of the structure. You can see there's a tent, 2 tents in there. This is my one. Various things all drying. So you tend to wash things, then you hang them up here to dry, and then inside sleeping quarters. So I found out early on that if I kept everything in a suitcase it would get moldy very quickly, so I constructed this washing line to hang all my clothes on, and then just dry bags, the general stuff, foot powder, key, and then my bed. It's not really a bed, it's foam inserts from a pelly case put on the floor. Here's Dom, primary camera operator, and these are just the general huts where everyone sleeps. This is the office area, main office area, with Tommy doing his thing, and then we have a chill out area, and this is where Alex tends to make bread, and we chill out, watch movies, time-lapse camera which Deck set up. And then we've got, this is the dining area where Alex is currently playing solitaire.
Yeah, you got it.
Solitaire. And this is where we all eat. You can see the sunset through there, and we've got lizards that live up in this roof which keep us entertained all the time. But this is where we eat in the evenings and where we chill out a lot of the time as well. Today the bonobos are currently lost, and so we haven't been out filming today. And now I'm taking you towards all the showers. So, hand washing station. These are the showers. Shower 1, 2, and 3. And this is what they look like inside. So you get a bucket, you get a cup, and then water flows down into there. There you go. It's actually a really nice shower experience. The guys go and get the water from the river in the morning. They leave it out in buckets in the middle of the camp, and it tends to warm up during the day, which is quite nice. Ooh, that sun. Ooh, dream I've got this beard. It's amazing each time I look at this GoPro. I don't really look in the mirror ever here, and just reminded how much like Tom Hanks I seem to be looking. Okay, and that's Tom Hanks from Castaway. Wilson! And these are the toilets. We've got 3. Very glamorous.
And if you remember from the first episode, this is where that massive spider...
Oh my word.
Yes, this massive spider tried to bite my face whilst I went to the loo. Not my fondest jungle memory.
Shielded from most people. Toilet roll in canisters.
Lovely.
And then we have toilets which run down these trails to the other 2 toilets. And the sun setting. Oh, actually the last place I have to show you is the office, which is where I return to during the day after walking Dom out with the camera, or Deck out with the camera to the bonobos in the morning. And so the camp is there, and then set back here because we tend to run a generator. Generator for power. This is our office, and so there's a generator. More accommodation for the local guys, because we had the kit here just on its own whilst we had 2 in-between shoots, so the guys are here watching the kit, which is awesome. And then this is the kit room. Organised chaos. And store all the cameras, first aid kit, everything in here. Fuel. And this is the offload station, where I spend a lot of my time offloading onto drives and charging things like my electric toothbrush. Electric toothbrush is key for life in the jungle, I can tell you that. There you are, a little insight into home in the jungle.
So this is a typical day filming the bonobos. First and foremost, get up 3:45 a.m. and prep for the day. Have some brekkie, aim to leave at 5 a.m. So now I've got to get up. Whilst we have our breakfast, so does the local wildlife. Bag is sorted, camera is 5, and we're now heading off into the jungle to film the bonobos. Got the camera, key bit of equipment, and yeah, here we go. It's about a 5-kilometre trek to where the last known position of the bonobos is, and then we pick the trail up from there as it gets light, and then we follow them through the jungle. It's easy as that. It's 6:20 a.m. and we are just walking down the main trail into the east side of the forest, and the group of bonobos were actually walking up the trail towards us. So we've stopped. They've just moved maybe 15 meters into the bush. They're eating a large jackfruit type thing called an anamidium fruit, and or something like that. It looks like a big, kind of pineapple thing, and yeah, it's too dark for us to start filming yet, so we're just going to stand here and just chill with them until the light comes up. In the tree above us, and the bonobos seem to have spread out. There's a potential that they might be trying to hunt the colobus right now. We can hear the bonobos calling way in the distance. There's one bonobo just here. Not quite sure what was going on there, but that bonobo is making lots of noise, lots of racket. We think she could have been pushing colobus monkeys towards other bonobos in the trees, but who knows. But this is what we do in the forest. We follow the bonobos and we try and predict the behaviour that they're going to exhibit, and then we try and film it as best we can in this enclosed environment. But today the light is absolutely stunning. Which is always a positive in the jungle, which is so dark all the time. But we have to gauge, essentially, are we going to stay in this position and we risk losing the bonobos at that point, or do we start moving ahead to where we can hear more bonobos in the forest? And so that's why we have Lovis, who has grown up and lived and hunted in these jungles all his life, and so we rely on his experience to take us to where we think the bonobos are going to be.
That was a bonobo called Ulrich. He's a young male, and he was just super chilled. He came down from the tree and just walked straight along a fallen log right towards us, and then off to search for more fruit. Absolutely awesome. These bonobos don't make it easy. And so I've just swapped out with one of the bonobo workers who was supposed to be with us this morning but couldn't be, hence why I was carrying the tripod around for Dom, which is so tough. These local lads are so strong, so fit. They're also shorter than me, which does make it easier to carry stuff through a tangled jungle. But yeah, I'm now walking back to camp to get some much needed food. But that is a stereotypical day filming bonobos. It's bizarre to think that when I first got here, there was no way you could have said to me, Doug, we're going to ask you to walk back through the jungle, albeit on trails, in the Democratic Republic of Congo, where there are forest elephants, leopards, gaboon vipers, black mambas. You're going to walk back on your own, you know, for anywhere between 5 and 10 kilometers through the jungle each morning back to camp after dropping off Dominico. I would have said absolutely no way. There's no way I'll be doing that, thank you. But now it just genuinely seems like a morning commute. It's amazing how quickly, when you're immersed in an environment, a culture, a way of living, how quickly you can adapt to such a foreign concept. It feels very cool indeed. But it's thought it'd be a good time to explain actually the project and what it does here. And so you've got the Max Planck Institute based in Germany, and they run the Louis Quintal camp that we're currently staying at. And at that camp you have researchers, and their job is to take data on the bonobos. There'll be different projects, different sets of data that need taking at different times. But they have a brutal job. The researchers will go out every morning, and they normally leave around 3 a.m. because they have to get to the bonobos before the bonobos are out of their nests. They have to be at the bonobo nests for around 5:30, and it can take 2.5, 3 hours to get there. So they leave first thing in the morning, get to the bonobos for 5:30. Bonobos come down from their nests. They then walk with the bonobos all day through all manner of jungles, swamps, everything,
Then they stay with the bonobos till 5:30 in the evening, and that's when the bonobos tend to go up and make nests and go to sleep. And then the next day they have off, but that day the other set of researchers will go out to the last point and follow the bonobos. And so every day the bonobos are tracked and monitored, and data is collected, which is just integral to understanding how these animals move, how they use the forest, and then that will allow us to, one, understand them a lot better, two, understand the role they play in this incredible environment better, but also assist in the conservation of animals like this and of forests and habitats like this all over the world. I could never do what I do, making films like this without people like the researchers and institutes like Max Planck and camps like LOWA. This camp has been around and studying the bonobos here for 20 years. It's an amazing place. I feel very lucky to have spent so much time here and with such incredible animals and such cool people. 45 days in the jungle. It's our last week of filming, week 7 of the trip. It's been an absolute slog of a shoot. Super physical being out here every day with the bonobos. But last day filming is tomorrow, and hopefully all goes well today and tomorrow, and then it's the big pack up for then the 3-day travel to get out of here. But wow, it's been incredible. Probably can't see me very well, so it's our last day of filming, and the bonobos yesterday decided to go cheeky 9 kilometers away from camp where they were at the beginning of the shoot. We've been walking for an hour. It's 5:30. We left at 4:30, and the heavens have decided to open. And so unfortunately last day of filming is cancelled. So now we've just been walking for an hour to turn around and walk back to camp. But we've had a great shoot, and no need to be in the jungle with thunder and lightning during heavy rain on the last day. That's just a recipe for disaster. So we're heading home. We're heading back to camp.
We've been doing it since I was a kid.
We then waited out the rain in the camp and later on packed everything up. And that evening we had a bit of a farewell party.
And that is it, last day in camp, leaving with all the goodies. Spear, arrows, bow, lots of good memories. Now for the 20k walk back to civilization.
Okay, you got it.
The lens when you're filming.
Appuyez-la, ça va bien.
That's what everyone's been telling me.
Avec les bras croisés. Hey.
I'm walking for about an hour. We've got the boat over the LOWA River, and we are now walking through a very similar jungle to what we've been filming in for the past few weeks. But the major difference is that I am nowhere near as tired as I was on this walk at the beginning. I feel very much at home in the jungle now compared to when I first arrived. So we're about 2.5 hours in. We've got about another 2.5 hours to go, and we've just hit the savannas, and they're a lot greener than when we were here last time. Just as hot, but yeah, it's a lot greener. Such a weird thing to see such open landscape after spending 40 odd days in enclosed claustrophobic jungle. Feels so good. Stabilisation, the best exercise. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I can grab. Just like that, out of the savannas, back into the jungle. Bonsoir.
It wasn't until later on that evening, with the sun going down, that we actually reached the village, and we were only going to spend one night here and then head out the next day to the airstrip.
Bonsoir. Bonsoir. Bonsoir.
I put things in this as well.
We've packed all the cases now. The lads.
Scratching our heads.
We've packed all the cases now. We've got around 41 cases all sorted for the flight, and all of the local people from Lumpole are getting ready to select their bags and take it to the airstrip, and then we fly out of here to Kinshasa. So that's it. We've packed everything out. The porters have taken everything. That's the end of 40 odd days filming in the jungle. We're just leaving Lumpole village to head to the airstrip at Ipope. So we've got our final 5 kilometers, and that's it. Back to reality. So here we go, the final 5k, bring it on. Walking for about 20 minutes, almost halfway there to the airstrip. Just amongst a long line of porters, the crew, and then we've got these kiddies from the village just coming just for the fun, you know, just casually walking 5k, or running in their case. All these guys.
Emmanuel. Hey, call him.
No, it's a video. They've got so much energy, it's unbelievable. Making me feel very old and slow. Come on. To the airstrip. So we've just come to the end of the 5k. Declan, the bridge breaker, is behind me. Tommy is in front, and just in front of Tommy, I think we've got 2 planes, mate. We've got 2 planes right there waiting for us, which is just unheard of here. Absolutely buzzing. And now we've got to load up all the bags, take off and fly back to Kinshasa. My word, what a trip. And look at the amount of people who are waiting for us here. Wow.
Break comes right.
So So here is our second plane that's going with Tommy and half of our kit-ish. And then this is the big caravan plane, which is going to take me, Dec, Dom and Alex and our stuff to Kinshasa. And we get to fly straight there because it's a bigger plane. That's everything packed up, ready to go.
That's a wrap, motherfucker.
That's a...
As we take off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching and coming on this adventure with me. Click like, click subscribe, there's lots more on the way. And if you have any thoughts or comments, please do leave them in the comment section of this video. Thanks again.